Hello everyone, welcome back to the Houston Texans franchise. Today, to start the episode, we're taking a little bit of a look at scouting. There will be an actual sort of full-fledged scouting episode here in the next few episodes, I believe. But I thought we'd take a look at, sort of the regional focuses, as that's sort of what we're up to right now. This draft class doesn't have the best strengths for us, although some of the regions are okay, like this Northeast region has wide receiver and tight end, which is a decent bit of a need for us, kind of at both positions. I would argue more so tight end, especially because Jordan Akins and OJ Howard are both on contract years. So it'd be nice to get, a replacement for them, possibly through the draft. After setting those focus scouting positions, I went ahead and took a look at the mock draft here. I always find these so interesting because I think particularly for the user, so like myself in this situation, I think they're wildly inaccurate. The two top QBs are Jake Price and Lewis Winter. They're expected to go in the top 5. We are quite a ways down this list, to be honest with you. We have, according to them, the 19th pick. Clifton Bentley is interesting. He does have great to elite strength. Obviously, we're super early on. Don't know a ton about him as a player, but looks like he could be okay. And then Darius Terry is the other guy that they sort of had us taking with our other first round pick. Marginal to decent speed, I'm already not interested. I don't like slow linebackers. Juan Milstead is the top corner. He only has solid to good speed, but he is quite big. I believe he's 6'3". Corner, not a super big need for us because we do have Derek Stingley, who I believe is the corner of the future. I don't like Juan Milstead that much anyway. His ratings don't look incredible. Jake Price seems pretty good. He's got great to elite throw power. More of like a true pocket passer type, it looks like. Does have A break sack and A under pressure. And then Lewis Winter was that sort of other top quarterback. We'll take a look at him in that future scouting episode. A reporter asks, Coach, your team has struggled out of the gate so far, and when that happens, a lot of the blame is usually placed on the quarterback. And then, we reply, I think blame is a strong word, but that's part of being a quarterback. When the team is slumping, everybody is looking for you to pull them out, and I think our situation is no different. So we're supposed to beat the Chargers and have 3+ passing touchdowns. A lot easier said than done. I don't hate Davis Mills. He has decent accuracy ratings. I don't necessarily think he's our guy of the future. Derek Stingley has an upgrade here, which is great for him. We'll learn his development trait very, very soon. Davis Mills has really good accuracies, but he's terrible, awful, horrible under pressure. So that ruins the accuracies, really, especially if the offensive line is a little weaker. Brandon Cooks had an upgrade as well. He is likely to get traded here in the coming weeks. Just to be honest with you, he costs a lot of money, and I don't think he's really in our future plans. So, yeah, we are probably looking to trade Brandon Cooks. That'll probably be in the future episode. Like I said, scouting episode will be coming out very shortly. But for now, we've got the LA Chargers in town to take on the Houston Texans. Obviously, a very, very high-powered offense with the likes of Keenan Allen, Mike Williams, Austin Eckler, and of course, Justin Herbert, the guy with literally all the talent in the world. I guess we'll see if they can make it work this season, as Johnston will get us underway here in Houston. And back to return are the Chargers. They'll bring it out of the end zone and back only to about the 18 or 19. Looks like they'll mark it at the 19. And that is where Justin Herbert and this Chargers offense will be taking the field. I look forward to seeing what they can do. I think this is going to be a really, really tough matchup. 8-14, 6 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions for Herbert on the season. Not the greatest start, but could be a lot worse. Back to pass on the first play is Justin Herbert. He finds that's Joshua Palmer for pickup of 7. Herbert back to pass again across the middle. He finds, that's Joshua Palmer. On the previous play was DeAndre Carter. We, of course, are missing Laramie Tunsil this game, but they're missing Austin Johnson, Khalil Mack, and Mike Williams. Some big, big injuries for this Chargers squad. Really unfortunate to them, especially Khalil Mack on that defensive side. I'm sure is going to hurt a lot. There's Gerald Everett on the reception. He'll pick up a first down. And Justin Herbert from under center, 1st and 10 from the 45. Back to throw. Malik Collins in with some pressure. That's DeAndre Carter with the reception. He's got another first down. The Chargers move the chains. Now in Houston territory, first handoff to Austin Eckler, and it's a big one. A large gain of 22 yards for Austin Eckler on his first carry. They're just about in the red zone. Handoff Eckler again. He's got another good pickup. This one's good for about 6. They call it 7. 2nd and 3 from the 15. Another handoff Eckler. I mean, if it's working, keep going to it. That's a first down. 1st and goal from the 10 now for the LA Chargers. Back to throw. Herbert. He's got all kinds of time. He finds that Keenan Allen, his favorite target, in the end zone. They made that look incredibly easy as they just drove down the field very, very quickly. Touchdown Chargers. They're going to be up 7-0 after the extra point. That brings Davis Mills and the Houston Texans offense onto the field for the first time today. Davis Mills has not been great through the first 3 games, 5 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. Obviously, some of those interceptions are always to blame on the user controlling him, but some of them are just, inaccurate throws from time to time for Davis Mills. Handoff on the second play. 3rd and 9 from the 26. Davis Mills back to throw. Not a lot of time. He's hit as he throws, but Equanimeous St. Brown comes back to it and makes the reception. But there is an injury on the play. Center Justin Britt injured. We're without Laramie Tunsil, and now we are without Justin Britt. That's really going to hurt the run game, the pass game. He's dislocated his elbow. He's probably going to miss more than just today. Handoff, Ty Johnson. He's still part of the team. I really liked how he's performed so far. 3rd and 8. Mills under pressure. Throws out of a sack. That's Joey Bosa in the backfield. And we will have to punt. The Chargers offense is back onto the field very, very quickly. 1st and 10 out of the shotgun for Justin Herbert. Back to throw. All kinds of time. A little bit of pressure there at the very end. Dumps it off to Eckler. Christian Kirksey can't bring him down, but stops him just in time for everyone else to sort of gang tackle him there. Herbert back to throw again. He finds that's Joshua Palmer to the 50-yard line. The Chargers are making it look really, really easy through the air, which is honestly kind of what we expected. Handoff Eckler. He's met quickly. That's Malik Collins bringing him down. No gain there. 2nd and 10. Herbert, a great pocket around him. Dumps it off to Eckler once again. Christian Kirksey can't make the tackle. Eckler pushes forward. That's a gain of about 16 on the play. Austin Eckler, obviously so dangerous in the receiving game. And that is Herbert back to pass. He finds Everett again, and he's brought down not until he reaches the 26. 2nd and 2 now for the Chargers. The jet sweep, it's a handoff to Carter. He makes a man miss, and he's brought down at the 15 of Houston. We just can't stop anything right now. Handoff Eckler. Well, I had to just speak the magic words. Rasheem Green in the backfield brings down Austin Eckler. That makes it 2nd and 13. Herbert out of the shotgun. He'll hand off Eckler again anyway. He makes Neville Hewitt miss. This is going to be a good pickup because of that. That makes it a much more manageable 3rd and 6. That is the end of the first quarter as well. We're now on to the second quarter. Herbert back to pass. All kinds of time. Literally no pressure at all. He finds that's Keenan Allen at the 3. Can't get into the end zone for the second time today. And out of the I formation, handoff. And that is Eckler. He picks up about 1 yard to the 2. Herbert going to throw again this time across the middle. It's Keenan Allen again. Just had to wait a couple more plays, and he does get his 2nd touchdown on the day. The defense is really, really struggling against this high-powered Chargers offense. And even though their offensive line is not great, we cannot get any type of pressure whatsoever. Houston offense back on the field. Hopefully they can get something going, but it's not going to be on this play as Ty Johnson is wrapped up for a loss of 2. From the 21, 2nd and 12, Mills back to throw. He's going to be sacked down at the 9-yard line. It's going to be 3rd and 24 for the Houston Texans. This would be a massive conversion down the field. Brandon Cooks has it knocked away. Davis Mills gave him a chance, but Brandon Cooks can't come down with it. That's going to be a 3 and out for the Houston Texans. The defense looks terrible. The offense looks terrible. It might be a long day for this Houston Texans team and for the Houston Texans fans. Austin Eckler on the season, having a pretty good season so far through 3 games, has 300 yards on the ground. Known as more of a receiving back, I would say, but obviously been good on the ground here in our Madden universe. And that is DeAndre Carter on the reception. 3rd and 1 for the Chargers as we skipped first down there. 7 minutes left in the half. Herbert back to throw. Across to the right. He finds Everett. He's sneaky fast. Gives past a lot of Houston defenders. And he's down to the 16. And we just cannot stop anything through the air. Austin Eckler, handoff. He's brought down very quickly. Actually seems like he ran into his own dude as somebody else got credit for the tackle. None of the defensive linemen did. 2nd and 13 across the middle. Keenan Allen, he's brought down at the 13. It's going to be 3rd and 7. Maybe employ some bend but don't break defense here. Herbert, all kinds of time again. Dumps off Eckler. He can't get the first down though. A great hit from, I believe that's Christian Kirksey who made the hit on that one. And bend but don't break defense. 4th and 1. It's going to be a field goal for the Chargers. They add another 3 onto their lead. It is 17-0. Let's see if the Houston offense can do literally anything to get any kind of points on the board before the end of the half. Only 4 minutes left to play. We fast forward to 2nd and 10 on this drive. Wide open is Brandon Cooks across the middle of the field as the Chargers sent a bit of a blitz, leaving that middle of the field area open. 1st and 10 from the 36. Mills back to throw. He has a wide open Jordan Akins on the right side of the field. He comes down with it to the 43. Only 5 attempts on the day so far for Davis Mills. Offense just has not been on the field much. Play action. Mills tries to throw, throws out of a sack. We are missing Laramie Tunsil like crazy. I will tell you that. It is 4th and 9. Kaimi Fairbairn tries a 59-yard field goal attempt, and it could have been good from like 70, to be honest with you. That is a great kick from Kaimi Fairbairn, and we do get some points on the board, but we did leave a lot of time on the clock as the Chargers could possibly add to their lead before the half ends. Handoff, Eckler. He breaks to the outside. King needs to bring him down. Eventually does with a little help from Rasheem Green. 2nd and 3 for the Chargers. Herbert gets it out quickly. That's Everett. He's had a lot of receptions so far here in the first half. Jalen Petrie with the big hit on that one, by the way. 1st and 10. Chargers back to throw. Okoronkwo's in the backfield. We actually get some pressure. A sack for Houston. That's Ogbonnia Okoronkwo, I think is how you say his full name. Quite the mouthful. Great sack from him. 2nd and 14 now. Herbert back to throw. No pressure this time to speak of. That's a drop from DeAndre Carter. That is a bad drop. 3rd and 14. Herbert back to throw. Some pressure that time. Dumps it off to Eckler, who can't really get anywhere from the catch. And we will call a timeout as there's a minute left and Houston's offense back on the field. Maybe get some extra points here. Mills to throw. He likes Jordan Akins to the right side. To the 35 are the Texans. 30 seconds left in the half. Mills back to throw again. He's got Cooks wide open down the left side of the field. He's brought down quickly after making the reception, but we are already in Charger territory. From the 40, Davis Mills back to throw. Finds Jordan Akins again. He's really liking Jordan Akins today. I feel like we haven't called his name a ton to this point. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick, and it's wide right. He missed one last week, and another miss here today. Really struggling recently with the kick meter, which is not something that's ever happened to me before. I don't know if Madden 23 has a new kick meter, but holy cow, I don't usually miss field goals. Anyway, we go into half. Instead of 17-6, it's 17-3. Basically all Chargers in the first half outside of just really a few plays from the Houston Texans. Hopefully they can get some things going here in the second half as the third quarter is underway. That's Tremont Smith bringing it out of the end zone. He can't get very far to the 20-yard line. Davis Mills comes back out onto the field. Play action to Damian Pierce. Mills looks to throw. Likes Brandon Cooks to the right. He's brought down. I believe he gets the first down on that one. To the 30-yard line are the Houston Texans. Mills from under center this time. Back to throw again. Finds Jordan Akins. He's got quite a few receptions on the game. And this time it's going to be play action. And Mills throwing to the right. He finds Equanimous St. Brown. Offense looking pretty good here out of the gate in the second half. 1st and 10, Mills, handoff Johnson. He's got a little bit of running room, falls forward on the tackle to the 45. We are now officially in Charger territory. Mills play action again. It's been working over and over. Brandon Cooks is much more involved today as he's been a little quiet in previous weeks. 2nd and 9, Davis Mills to throw. That's an inaccurate pass under pressure, looking for Jordan Akins on the throw. Mills out of the shotgun. A bit of an interesting snap. I guess Justin Britt is out, and that's a throw out of sack. Maybe could have been intercepted. Instead is just swatted down. That's going to force 4th and 9. Fairbairn has made from 59 already. That one is from, I believe, 54 yards, and it is plenty good. Kaimi Fairbairn does have the one missed field goal, but has 2 pretty long ones that he made, so can't be too mad at him. He is literally all of our points, so without him, it would be 17-0. For the first time in the second half, we see Austin Eckler make a reception as the Chargers offense back on the field. Eckler with a draw handoff this time, and he's up to the 36. Herbert handoff, Eckler again. A lot of running here to start the second half. Herbert under pressure. It's an inaccurate throw. Eckler can't come up with it. It is 3rd and 7 now for the Chargers. Can the Houston Texans defense make a stop? It's a screen to Austin Eckler. He's got the first down. Nobody covered the screen. Everyone blitzed the quarterback, and they took advantage. 1st and 10 now for Justin Herbert and the offense. He throws a terrible interception. That's Christian Kirksey. He threw it straight to him. I don't know if that's a bad throw from Justin Herbert, but he threw it straight to Christian Kirksey. He's got the hands for it. He makes the catch, and suddenly the Texans are back in this game. A score here can really change the trajectory of this game here. Dameon Pierce handoff. He's past midfield to the 47. 2nd and 4. Handoff is going to be Ty Johnson this time. He's got a good pickup. Falls forward again. That's going to be a first down. Davis Mills out of the shotgun. He's got Ty Johnson back there with him. Throwing across his body. It's dropped by Jordan Akins, I believe, on that one. 3rd and 10 now. Davis Mills looking across the middle. Finds John Mechie, the rookie. We haven't seen him a whole lot yet this season. Good catch there from him to the 27 are the Houston Texans. Back to throw. Davis Mills across the middle. Finds Brandon Cooks. Comes down with a reception. That's a gain of 9. 2nd and 1. Handoff Ty Johnson. He doesn't get the first down. It's going to be 3rd and inches. Dameon Pierce is in the game. Much more of a power back than Ty Johnson, and he will easily get the first down and a decent bit more. To the 11 are the Houston Texans. 1st and 10 from the 11. Davis Mills throws to the right. He finds Mechie again. 2nd and 6 now from the 7. Mills handoff Johnson. He's got a lot of running room, and he punches it in after making 2 men miss. A touchdown for the Houston Texans, and suddenly, ladies and gentlemen, we've got a ball game. The Texans are going to line up to go for 2. Handoff Dameon Pierce. He didn't get the touchdown, but he will get the 2-point conversion. It is 17-14 now as we have a game on our hands indeed. 3rd quarter basically over at this point, so it's really just going to come down to the 4th quarter here. We will see if the Texans can pull out a win here. From the 1-yard line are the Chargers, and up to the 28. A pretty good return there. And Justin Herbert and company will come back onto the field. Lined up out of the shotgun here on 2nd and 10. Handoff, Austin Eckler. He's got a ton of room. A big hole up the middle. It makes Jalen Petrie miss. MJ Stewart brings him down with a little bit of help. And that is a big run for Eckler. He has 90 yards on 14 rushes. And Eckler to run again. And he is just so shifty. Just makes people miss. 98 yards on the day now. That's another 8-yard pickup for Austin Eckler. It's 2nd and 2. Herbert going to throw for the first time on this drive. Finds Keenan Allen. He's brought down pretty quickly, but still a pickup of about 10 yards. 1st and 10 now for the Chargers. Just under 10 minutes left in the game. That's Joshua Palmer for, I believe, only the 2nd time today. Haven't called his number a lot, even with Mike Williams injured. 1st and 10 for the Chargers once again. Herbert under some pressure. That's Okoronkwo again with the hit. He's playing really well recently. That brings up 2nd and 10 for the Chargers. Herbert, not a ton of time. Malik Collins trying to chase him down. Across his body, Justin Herbert finds Keenan Allen. He comes down with it in the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. And that's the type of throws that Justin Herbert can make. He outruns Malik Collins and gets a touchdown throw to Keenan Allen across body, across field. And the Chargers are back up by 10. Nico Collins can't come up with the catch, and this is intercepted. Everything's falling apart. It was looking so good for the Texans. They give up a touchdown, and then an interception that's not even really Davis Mills' fault falls into the hands of a Chargers defender. It is being booth reviewed. Is there a chance that it hit the ground while he was making the reception? To me, it doesn't look like it. I'll just be honest with you. To me, it looks like he makes the catch. There's some space there between the green and the ball. So it is going to stand. It is Charger football from the 35. Obviously, great field position. Almost no chance they don't score here, as Steven Nelson makes a great play defending Josh Palmer on that one. Handoff this time to Austin Eckler. He's met very quickly, brought down. A loss of 2, Austin Eckler. A few different Houston defenders, including Jonathan Grenard, in on that one. 3rd and 12 now. This would be a big stop for the Houston defense, but it's not going to happen. Everett absolutely suns Jalen Petrie, just shoves him off. From the 4 now, 1st and goal. The Los Angeles Chargers back to throw as Herbert. He finds Austin Eckler, and that's bread and butter for the Chargers and for Austin Eckler. Another touchdown. Don't know what happened. I swear just a minute ago we were within 3 points, and now it is 31-14. Davis Mills, after the interception, back on the field looking to throw. He will find John Mechie on this one. That's a pickup of about 8. 7 minutes left to play in this game. There's still a little bit of hope, at least I would say, as Ty Johnson makes a good reception here on a nice throw from Davis Mills to the 46. Mills back to pass again, dumps it off. That's Dameon Pierce this time. He's bumped out of bounds. 2nd and 6 for the Houston Texans following that play. We are in Charger territory, so it looks like, we could get some points here. Dump off Dameon Pierce as they sent a big blitz, and he's to the 32, a pickup of about 10. Good for a 1st down. Davis Mills back to throw again. He finds O.J. Howard to the left side of the field. He's to the 22. 2nd and 10, Mills back to pass, finds Pierce on the dump off. The offense looking not terrible right now. Under 4 minutes remaining in the game. We've got play action for Mills. Not a lot of time to throw. Makes a throw to Jordan Akins, but he can't come down with it. 4th and 2. If we don't convert here, I'm going to say that's pretty much game, but we will. That's Brevin Jordan, the rookie tight end. He's actually our 3rd stringer, but I really do like him a lot. Davis Mills back to throw. It's intercepted! A terribly timed throw from Davis Mills. Can he chase down the defender to get the tackle, prevent the pick 6? He will. To the 40 are the Chargers. And to be honest with you, that's pretty much the game at that point. 2:55 left. A couple of bad interceptions for Davis Mills. One definitely not his fault, as it was just deflected into another defender. That second one, I will admit, is absolutely my fault. I was way off on my timing on that throw. I needed to be much, much earlier. We're to the 2-minute warning with the Chargers. From the 25, handoff. Austin Eckler got a big hole up the middle, and MJ Stewart makes the tackle, preventing the additional touchdown. To the 9, though, are the Chargers, and they're not stopping. I would have let them run out the clock. I really would have, because there just wasn't enough time left. I was trying to, as a matter of fact, but Austin Eckler will punch it in to get one final touchdown for the Los Angeles Chargers. And the Texans are going to have another loss on the record. They fall to 1-3. After the start against the Colts being 1-0, we have now lost 3 straight. This one, it was about a 10-second period where we felt like we were in it. But, the Chargers are a very good team offensively, particularly. And just a couple bad interceptions from Davis Mills. Unfortunately lost us the game there. So 34-14 for the Chargers, and the Texans drop to 1-3. I hope you guys are really liking these videos. I'm honestly having such a good time recording them, making these videos. It's very, very fun. Brandon Cooks here. I thought this was interesting. Looks back on the field. Is it Brandon Cooks' last time in a Texans uniform? Who knows? Maybe getting traded next episode. Maybe not. Maybe we do decide to keep him. He did play well today, as we'll take a peek at the stats. Justin Herbert, obviously, absolutely incredible. He had the one terrible interception, but other than that was great. Austin Eckler on the ground was phenomenal. Dameon Pierce basically was a no-show today, and that's more because we didn't get him any attempts, really. Brandon Cooks, 5 for 65. I'd like to thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate the support on these videos. And I hope that you enjoyed, and I hope to see you in the next one.